Justin Trudeau wins second term in hard-fought Canada election.
Here's a summary of the article.
Toronto, Canada. Justin Trudeau was on course to win a second term as Canada's Prime Minister in an election seen as a referendum on the Liberal leader and his four-year-old government after a series of scandals. Canadian broadcasters CTV and CBC declared a Liberal minority government, which means Trudeau will have to work with other parties in order to govern. Canada's parliament has 338 seats, and the party that wins the majority of those seats, 170 or more, automatically forms the government and can easily pass legislation. If no party wins a majority, the parties must team up. The NDP led by Jagmeet Singh was projected to see a Singh surge, but on election night the count showed the party in the mid-20s from 44 seats in 2015. As the election campaign kicked off, photos emerged of the Prime Minister wearing blackface on multiple occasions, including once in 2001 at an Arabian Nights-themed party at the West Point Grey Academy where he was a teacher. Combined with the scandals, this may have prompted some of his supporters to either switch their support to other parties, or stay home on election day.
This post received a score of 29,058, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sorry I'm OOTL. Apart from the blackface picture, what else has he done wrong? Aussie here. Serious QN.
Made a huge commitment to changing our electoral system, then backed out after a pretty lengthy consultation. Generally underwhelming first 4 years.
Did legalize marijuana though?
I think that went pretty well, at least at the federal level.
Hit or miss results at the province level though. I hope they'll weed things out eventually.
Easy with the puns there, bud.
You ganja call the pun police on us? Highly unlikely.
Two bongs don't make a right, buddy.
Keep it to yourself there.
Hopefully he implements meaningful voting reform this time.
Not likely to happen, I think. It was really only the NDP calling for it and they won the election simply because they didn't reform. I want election reform here so badly.
Unlikely, yes, but their minority and the need for the NDP give it at least a shadow's chance. Need for the NDP. You haven't met the Bloc yet, have you?
That moment when the Bloc has more seats than the NDP.
Greater than that moment when the Bloc has more seats than the NDP. You mean most of history? FPTP favors concentrations of voting over general appeal for parties beyond the top two. NDP will have a larger impact because their plans align better with the Liberals' plans, and they'll be more willing to work together.
Apart from questions of nationalism and provincial autonomy, the Bloc is politically closer to the Liberals than the NDP are. The Liberals are centre to centre-left, the Bloc is centre-left, the NDP is centre-left to left-wing. On issues where nationalism, sovereignty, autonomy isn't a factor, the Bloc is more likely to align with the Liberals than the NDP. They've also stated their willingness to work with any government on issues that are in Quebec's best interests. Either the Liberals will make a supply agreement with the NDP, where the NDP agrees to support the Liberals in confidence votes for a certain amount of time in exchange for implementing some of the NDP's platform, or more likely, the Liberals will simply attempt to get enough support from the Bloc, NDP, Greens on each individual vote, as well as banking on the unwillingness of the other parties to force an election so soon.
Canadians IRL. Trudeau is an okay guy. I'll vote for him again. Canadians on the internet literally know Canadians like him.
I've found this is how a lot of topics work on the internet. The loud vocal minority spends their time here, and because they find people who agree with their opinion, they preach it as religion, when in reality that's hardly the case. The actual popular opinion just doesn't come on the internet.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.